Hey guys, come with me as we make our adorable Sly Fox candle. So today we're going to be doing a silicone mold. This is going to be different than our plastic skull mold from last time. So you'll need your mold, your wick, a bow tie butterfly wick holder, scissors, your silicone mold release spray, rubber bands, and whatever wax you will be pouring in whatever color at the right temperature. Now with silicone molds, you absolutely are going to need a silicone mold release spray, and you want to coat the inside of the mold. We'll probably go over in another video how to set up your silicone molds when you first receive them, how to cut them into an oyster shell shape, and how to poke the hole where the wick should be, but that'll have to be in another video. So you want to put your wick through, string it through the mold, and then you want to make sure you're leaving enough wick at the bottom, which is actually the top of the candle, for burning. Then you want to secure your silicone mold with rubber bands. Now with silicone molds, you want to be pretty careful with rubber bands. You want them to be tight enough to where the wax isn't going to leak out, but you don't want them too tight that it's going to smush the shape of your candle. I've seen it happen where rubber bands have been on too tight and it just kind of warps the candle and makes it look kind of odd or disfigured. So just make sure they're not too tight. Then you want to make sure that your seams line up. You don't want your candle to be uneven, so just make sure the seams on both sides line up. And with silicone molds, you want to pour the first pour only a little less than half. The reason being, silicone molds can be very, very detailed and they have lots of little nooks and crannies. So pour it a little less than half, pick it up, swirl it around, tap it a little bit to get out any little air pockets. And you're just wanting it to swirl around and fill in any little nooks and crannies. At this point, I like to center my wick after the first pour. This way I can see down the center of the mold to make sure that the wick is going to be centered. You can always center your wick after you pour the entire thing, but I like to do it before the full pour. Then you want to pour all the way to the top. And with silicone, you want to wait about 2 hours for it to dry. It really depends on your environment, but 2 hours should be enough. All right, 2 hours has passed. We are going to open our adorable Sly Fox candle. You want to remove your butterfly bow tie wick holder and cut the wick, because this is the bottom of the candle. Remove your rubber bands. Now with silicone molds, you want to be very careful too when you're removing the candle once it's dry to not break any of the fragile parts that could be on the candle. Like I've said, silicone can be very detailed, so you want to just kind of take it easy while you're opening it and just be gentle. Maybe possibly grab the base of the candle and just give it a little wiggle. Don't break his ears. And then you pull him out, and voila, we have an adorable fox candle. And we will take him to the flattening department and get him shined up for shipping.